Yeah.
And obviously very good financially.
Used to be the white one.
Well, Lakers look the same. They haven't changed every 50 years.
No, nor will they change their next.
They're still as small as could be.
Yes, I know. It's durable. It's fantastic. I love the mix in it. You pay for that kind of thing.
Yeah, right?
It's so narrow.
Do you see that old schedule board?
Yes.
That's so cool. My mom's on there.
I don't think I've ever been in this room until this moment right now.
Wow. Boy, this is different.
It used to be a photography lab years ago.
Oh,
that was
stuff,
that?
yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Our laboratory years ago came over to the gas tank.
It's here from.
Yes.
The house was what,
It's been a service
1909 or
company.
thereabouts, or before that?
We ice cube maker, for example.
Have to be a while.
They make ice cubes that crush.
She ran the,
They want to replace the whole computer board for $360.
Sure, but wider, right?
Yeah, well,
You can actually get your coat in them. Oh, no, pretty small.
You can get your coat, but it's pretty, you can get your books in there?
but it's,
Yeah. You have a big lunchbox.
right.
Made the other roll.
Yeah.
Look at the phraseology here.
Told me.
Marshall, what?
This was great. Yeah.
Oh,
No, I was in here a lot.
this was the cafeteria, that's right?
I got a story about that.
We had a question about where was the civil defense room?
Down in the, well, later on, we did do debates through our history classes, not a formal debates.
Oh.
Had teachers come in and judge and whatnot, and I loved that. I loved
Right,
that.
representative.
Thanks.
She would.
These are the chains. Look at that.
Yeah, that's the way.
Holy smokes. Just
From
the chains.
Revolutionary wartime.
It's a torture chamber.
Something medieval about
I use it once.
This is actually interesting because it's
So these kids could eventually be state troopers.
Yeah, so you did. You had that.
Yep.
And I have
Public
some
defenders, yeah.
So do they finance that, this, or just?
Look at this.
They do.
Whoever this is a person after my own heart. Who's this Yankee fan? And, awesome. And so how many students are in this academy?
Approximately throughout the day, 70.
Well, we're going to go inside the main building and learn a little bit about the Butler High School Honor Roll Award, which you'll see John Frederick's name on. So we're going to tell about it. I you can share with us.
Here, I have an important deal. This tree was planted in the 60s, because I was the teacher here at the time. Joe, you were a student?
Well,
And-
not to say.
Not yet. But that was planted in memory of Charlie Hager, who was a Butler student who was killed in Vietnam. And he was very involved in music and whatever. But that tree, and I remember when I was here for the dedication, and that thing was about that big around.
Come on, you're not that old.
Oh, yeah, I am. This tree was planted in memory of Ben Goldberg, who was a history teacher and principal. There's a little plaque at the bottom of the tree that lights, and we have to get one for this tree.
Yes. What's interesting is, as the years go by, you don't know what tree was planted for who. Because I can tell you firsthand that this wasn't doing very well 3 years ago, and the thought was, let's just take it down. And then, believe it or not, I think, it costs money to take a tree down. We thought, let's
They can't
And
have a
then-
wood shop anymore.
We had a student about 10 years ago, Jack Latham, who was killed in a car crash, and my club at the time planted that lilac bush in his name. And I said to Marty, we need to get a little plaque for that too, you know? Hello?
Going to get a new one, and I was well aware of it, and I'm sure Gail was, that this, we have to do something.
Good for you.
So we started raising some money. I was running around beating on people to give me money, whatever. Because the park, what was it, about $1,500, $1,800. And we wanted the same thing. We didn't want just any plaque. So this plaque, I went to the class of 1999, is it?
Yes.
I went to the class of 1999, and they're taking us into the millennium, and I convinced them that what they had to do with their class gift was give the money to perpetuate this plaque. And I explained the whole thing to them, and they jumped on it. They loved it. When I had the class in a meeting in there, and I talked to them, I said, you can take Butler High School into the next century, and your class will forever be remembered for it. And they loved it. So they gave us enough money to put us over the top, and we still have the money to do all the plaques, plates up until the end of this plaque, and then somebody else is going to have to do it. I probably won't be around to do it. But I did change on here, best upheld in his/her life.
Good for you.
That's the only thing I changed on the plaque.
Now, why would you do that?
There you go.
Mike Van Zyl, who was on our committee, this is his daughter, and she attended your dinner the other night, Kristen Van Zyl.
Oh, my goodness.
It's a history of the school when you go back.
And
look at his name.
what's interesting is there's nobody necessarily talking about the history, carrying it forward. I can tell you that my first couple weeks here, March took the time to come in here and explain this whole thing to me. And if you didn't do that, I don't know if this award at Senior Awards would be as significant as it has been if it was just left here to explain itself. So it's important that we carry on the
Well, that's
tradition.
good till 2027.
But we had an individual here who didn't see the purpose of the award because there was no money attached to it. It's got to be a scholarship. Doesn't have to be. There's more to this. It is an honor award. That's what it is.
We are
And that's
missing
what it
years.
has to
What
say.
happened during those years?
That we have a couple years on here that are blank. That was not
It
given.
wasn't given.
And that's when I realized, and I argued, when I got in touch with, I spoke to the individual, and he admitted he made a mistake, and then boom, we got it back in. And then
Good for you. I'm very happy.
we're very pleased.
At the morning announcements, and our announcements end with, "It takes more to be a bulldog." That's how the morning announcements end.
Yeah, we have a girl in a wheelchair.
12 classes in one
Just
room
an
for
emergency.
one teacher.
And you have total 28 kids or something like that. Now, I went to Parker School, we had 50 kids in class.
Wow.
50. And none kept order too, you know.
I knew that.
Yeah.
They couldn't get
So many.
Tim and Jean.
And you still have a blackboard.
And I still have a blackboard.
Do you use it?
This is my room, Dave.
Yeah, was I in here with you?
Yes, and I don't know how I won the lottery, but this room is mine from 8 o'clock till 2:44. No one else is in this room this year. So on my free, yes, so on my free periods, I get to work at my computer or do what I need to do. But I buy a lot of stuff from my room because I figure it is mine, and I got to make it look a little inviting, you know.
You do?
You know me. decorating.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, I'm not glad.
I was always sorry my children never were in this class.
Right here for you, Dave, I guess. Pretty rough.
Okay, David, you're in the scene of your past crimes.
Go on, Dave, let's hear something.
Yes,
Kind of strange.
there was an organ up there? Okay.
Amazing floor.
Roller skater.
Yeah. That kind of thing.
Were they there?
Well, I mean, if you want to.
Yes. So this was renovated in the 70s so that we could put classrooms in, 4 classrooms back. And they put these beautiful blue seats in here. And here we remained, unfortunately. We had an architect come in to redesign the auditorium to include putting the windows back on the sides with curtains, revamp the stage. There was some question about its stability. It will require a referendum, which is not something we can do to borrow right now. So we're stuck in time still, right here.
Do you still have the same lighting board? Do you still have the same lighting board with the?
The lighting board is right there.
All right,
That's
so you have, it's better. It used to be the big car on the thing back there. Yeah.
It's,
This was the cafeteria right over here.
These were the locker rooms, if you remember.
Yeah.
Girls' locker room, boys' locker room.
Really?
5,000 kids crammed in there. And when girls wore film and skirts, you couldn't even move.
Yeah, my way out here. I didn't
Going to the basement.
Hard to believe this is where the gym was.
This is where your, now you know what I'm experienced all winter long.
I was hopeful that you might be able to play our, our alma mater. As a matter of fact, I brought it with me last night, Thursday night.
Is this the full width of the gym when it was a gym?
Not really, it went a little further back.
Should we ask if we can see them?
Well, I think some people want to go, but I mean,
Oh, this is a room where my bulletin board first.
It was the only place to play.
I did, that was it. It was so small, you put a volleyball net on it, it would go all the way across the net. It's just.
Before the ceiling, with the big high windows.
Yeah, there were windows, all the way around. But,